Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Well, my order from Springbok has arrived, and stay tuned. I'm going to unveil what's inside this box and we're going to choose a puzzle to put together. All right, I'm ready to open this box up. Let's see what we got from Springbok. Okay, this one is called Cheetah and the Ginger Jar. Oh wow, look at the colors on that. Can you see that? I'm sorry about the glare. It's a 500-piece puzzle, and that's going to be fun. The next puzzle I have is Paper Hearts, 1,000-piece. Look at that one. I'm sorry about the glare. Awesome. This one is called Garden Goodness, 1,000-piece. Look at that. Oh yes, I've been wanting this one. This one is called Front Porch, 500-piece. Sorry about the glare. There we go. The next one is Amazing Bee. Look at that. And it's 1,000 pieces. Isn't that beautiful? Can't wait to build this one. Creative Mood. Look at that. 1,000 pieces. Four Seasons of the Cat. Sorry about the glare. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? 1,000 pieces. And the last one is Santa Fe Trail. It's a 500-piece. A Western themed puzzle. Now, along with this order, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, I think it was if you buy 3 puzzles, you get a mystery puzzle free. And they didn't send it in the box. Look at that. So it looks like it's a 500-piece puzzle, but I have no idea what it is. That was a free puzzle. That was one of their promotions. And the last thing I bought is not a puzzle at all. It's a designer apron set, and it comes with an oven mitt and pot holder, and I believe it's marbles. I think it's called marbles. Look at that. I love that. This mystery puzzle's got me intrigued. I see some grass, some flowers. I think I see a cardinal or two. But anyway, that is my puzzle haul, and one of these puzzles I'm going to pick to put together and stick it around, and I'm going to choose one and we'll build it from there. And thanks for watching. All right, it's time to reveal which puzzle I decided to work on. And you probably can tell by the props I have here on my puzzle table. I've got my cactus, my longhorn bull, a western, a rock I found out in New Mexico. So that's a western theme, and the puzzle I decided to do is Santa Fe Trail 500 pieces. Look at the cover art on that. Isn't that beautiful? So stay tuned. I'm going to do an actual puzzle build and time lapse. And my time lapse is pretty detailed, and I hope you enjoy it. But if you've got this puzzle, let me know what you thought about it, and stay tuned. I'll show you some time lapse, a little bit of outside with my dogs, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, I decided to do the 500 piece Santa Fe Trail. Look at the colors on this puzzle. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that sky. I cannot wait to do that. Let me flip it over, and on the back we have advertisements for Springbok's other puzzles, some other puzzles. We have their website. And if I look at the sides, Springbok 500. Okay, I'm now going to open up the box and take a look at the pieces and see how they look. Oh wow, it's a dark, it looks like a dark purple backing. Set that aside. All right, so let me open this bag up and let's see what we're working with. Oh wow, look at these pieces, will you? Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, we've got our traditional Springbok pieces. Look at that one. Got some good sized pieces. Look at that one. And as you may recall, as I said in a prior video, that according to Springbok, no two pieces are alike. Now there may be similar pieces, but none of them are alike. Wow, this is going to be fun. Look at that chunky monkey. Anyway, stay tuned, and what I'm going to do is actually start sorting this puzzle, and then we'll start the build. All right, friends, I've taken out the pieces and I've got them sorted in my handy snack tray, which I love. I got this at Goodwill for a few dollars. It's a big, heavy tray, and it's good so if the dogs get on it, they don't tump over my tray and throw my pieces everywhere. But anyway, what I decided to do with the sky, the wagons, the flowers, and the cliffs. And I have those sorted right here, the edges in the middle. As you can see that. And I've got the sky bits here. I've got the cliff colors here. All this is the wagon and the canopy of the wagon. And over here is the flowers and the cactus. So now that I got this sorted, I'm going to throw this on the table and start building the edge. And I'll keep you updated as things progress. I'm really looking forward to working on this puzzle. Alright friends, as you can see, I've completed the puzzle. It looks really beautiful. Look at these great random piece cuts. This puzzle is the 500 piece Springbok puzzle, Santa Fe Trail. Look at the colors on this. Isn't this gorgeous? I have to admit, this was a very easy puzzle. It wasn't very difficult to build at all. Obviously there were clear sections of color to go off of, and wow, I just had a great time on this image. And of course, as usual, I do highly recommend this puzzle. Again, it's Santa Fe Trail, 500 piece by Springbok. And I had a great time on it. It was real fun. How's that? Alright, as you can see, I've now completed the 500 piece Santa Fe Trail by Springbok. This puzzle was wonderful. The beauty of the colors, the artwork, the piece cuts. I had a great time on it. Now I will say one thing. When I seemed to be working on this puzzle, it did have quite a bit of dust to it. And I did realize that over time as I was working on the puzzle, it was creating more dust. That really doesn't bother me. It's part of puzzling. I overlooked that. But I just want to let you know that it did create quite a bit of dust. But anyway, again, like I said, I had a great time on it. And stay tuned, because what I'm going to do is take this puzzle outside so you can see what it looks like under the direct sunlight. And the colors really pop under that. But I've got my props here in conjunction with the Southwest theme I got going on. My cactus, my bull, my rock from Arizona or New Mexico. And then over here I got my 4 books that I'm going to show you in just a few seconds from now. And these are my vintage books, my cozy book reads, and along with this Western theme of the puzzle, I pulled out some of my Western books. And starting off, and all of them are by Zane Grey. And look at these vintage books I actually found in an estate sale. I think I paid only like $2 for each book. But this is Zane Grey's. And I love the artwork on that book. Look at that. And this one is titled Stairs of Sand. Another book I've got is The Maverick Queen. Look at that. Isn't that artwork beautiful? And I'm sorry about the glare. I love that. Now, I haven't read any of these books, but they are on my list to read. Especially after working this puzzle, I'm like, okay, I love a good Western. And here's the back of it with Mr. Grey on the back. Look at that. But I love the artwork of these old vintage books. And this one is called Code of the West. Look at that. Trying not to get the glare on it. I love the artwork of these books. Not a big read, but highly interesting. And the last one I have is called Thunder Mountain. Look at that. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of his books or if you've read Western books. And what is your favorite Western television show or movie? I'd love to hear from you. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And here's a picture on the back. Can't wait to read this one. But anyway, that's my cozy books that I pulled for this video. Now let me know in the comments if you actually like the books and if I need to pull more, if you'd like to see more of those, or is it just the right amount? Usually I pull about 4 of them. And I would love to have hear your thoughts on the vintage books that you may have in your collection. But again, like I said, this puzzle was really good, and it is currently on Springbok's website if you want to go out there and check it out. And this video was made in July 2025. But anyway, I hope you had a great day. Now stay tuned, because I'm going to show you some of the outdoor footage, of course, the puzzle out in the sunlight. But also, while I was working on this puzzle, a storm came up, and I'm going to show you some of that. And also, I'll show you some clips of my dogs. But anyway, with that said, I hope you have a great day. And definitely get this puzzle and let me know what you thought of it. And if you have worked this puzzle, what were your thoughts on it? I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Hi friends, I wanted to bring the puzzle outside and see what it looked like under God's natural light. Look at this. Look at the colors on this puzzle, how it pops. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to try to get a little bit closer without putting a shadow on the puzzle so you can get to see it. Look at the flowers, the colors of those. That sky is so beautiful. This puzzle was extremely fun. I enjoyed it, every minute of it. Easy build, easy build. Look at the detail on that. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great day and enjoy your summer. All right, I've got the puzzle out in the sun so you can see the beautiful colors of it, but also wanted to show you the power of a Springbok puzzle. The one-hand challenge. Look at that. Isn't that fun? This is what you call the one-hand pickup challenge, and that is the power of a Springbok puzzle. Anyway, let me know of your thoughts on this, and I hope you have a great day. And look at those beautiful dogs out there. All right, now I've flipped the puzzle over so you can get a look at the back and a better look at the shapes of the pieces. Had a great time on this puzzle. All right, I wanted to go out to the Springbok website, springbok-puzzles.com, to actually take a look at what kind of offers they are offering. As today is July 18th, 2025, and they have a summer special of 25% off site-wide puzzles when you buy 3 or more, and a free mystery puzzle when you buy 4 or more puzzles. Now, I think that's a pretty good deal. And plus, they have free shipping over $59 or more. And let's go ahead out here and take a look at their requirements. Or actually, I'm not sure if not many people know this, but Springbok offers a submit your art type of program where if you want, you can submit your art and it will be turned into a Springbok puzzle if you're chosen. And the good thing is they actually will reward you with $800 payment. And this page will actually show you the requirements for what they need in order to turn your art into a puzzle. And I think that would be awesome to actually have a art image that you've created turn into a Springbok puzzle. Anyway, to go to that actual section on the Springbok site, you just go scroll all the way down on the front page, and it's going to be under Connect and Learn, Submit Your Art. But anyway, while we're out here, let's go out here and take a look at some of their new puzzles, because I think that's always fun. They've got a few that I've got my eye on, like this Mediterranean garden. Look how beautiful this is. Wow, that's an awesome image. Love that. Let's go back and take a look at the other puzzles, see what else they have to offer. Oh, I like this 1,000-piece one. She Shed by the Sea. I had to look at that to read it correctly. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm definitely going to get that puzzle. Let's take a look at a few more. I love this Key West inspirations. But they have all kinds of images out here for you to choose from, and I'm sure you can find something. And the offer, obviously, when you select your puzzles and put it in the cart, that's when you will see the discount off the puzzles when you buy, I guess, 3 or more. But anyway, I just wanted to go out here and jump on the site and let you see what's being offered as of July 18th, 2025. What you doing? What are you eating? Fabio, what's going on, boy? Get over here. What you doing, pretty girl? Now you know you're not hungry. Why are you eating on that? You daddy's girl. You daddy girl. Let me go get you a cookie. Is that what you're needing, a cookie? Who wants a cookie? Fabio, you want a cookie? What? Your girlfriend eating this old stick? Fabio, what you think of that, boy?